I'm so delighted that you have found time to join me and listen to this particular message. Thank you so much. I'm so honored that you have sacrificed your time to listen, and I know it is not in vain as we share the few bits on mentorship. Remember, we did the first bit, the first part of this message on mentorship, and this is the second part of mentorship. And remember to share this message with a friend, with a colleague somewhere. Share with them the YouTube channel. Let me hear your feedback also on my email address that is attached to this message and the other messages. And also on that particular comment section, you can actually leave your message and your feedback on it, and I will be so glad. So we did the first part of the titled message, that is mentorship. And remember, just to recap on something, we talked about the importance of a relationship, a working relationship in mentorship, that a mentor and a mentee should have a relationship that is guarded and guided by specific principles and boundaries that should not be crossed, that should be respected in order for the longevity of whatever the two of them are engaging in, so that it can gain traction, so that you can remain focused. The second thing we also said is that the mentee should be very careful not to over involve the mentor. You should stick to the goals, you should stick to the original format, so that during that time you can have a lot of and a good time to focus on these issues and have maximum benefit of the matter at hand. So it is very important, it is very key to maintain that relationship and also keep within the boundaries. Remember, the sole thing about mentorship is not, as a mentee, you should not look up unto the mentor as someone who is going to provide to you, to provide for you something that is tangible. The information that they are going to give you is very resourceful. That is a goal, and the most important thing that a mentor can give you is actually resource. The information becomes a resource to you, and you can use that resource in the days to come. It can be of so much help to you, more than the material things that they can help you. So value it, value that counsel, value that information that they are going to give you, because it is an empowerment to you. And now today we need to go to the next step. And another thing that is very important, point number 3 about mentorship, is confidentiality. It is very key that if a mentor is sharing with a mentee, sometimes there are sensitive bits of information that will be shared. It is very important that that information remains between the two of them. Confidentiality builds trust. It is very, very, very key and very important. No mentee, no mentor would want to hear the information they have shared, which is sensitive information, with their mentee or with their mentor being shared out there. It breaks that bond of relationship. It erodes all the gains of the mentorship program. So if in case, because sometimes as a mentor, you will work with someone who will fail along the path as they are being mentored. They will try out something and fail. But please be sensitive and be very careful that such information, you do not share it in a way that is going to destroy them. If they have to share on the weaknesses, let them share on their weaknesses. But let it not be you, without their permission, sharing their information, because it destroys their morale. It speaks so much unto them about the kind of a person that you are. So a mentor should be able to keep to the lanes and keep to the principles of confidentiality, so that the whole process, even when they are dealing with one another, long after the mentorship program is gone, the two of them can be in very good harmony, and the mentee can be able to rest easy knowing that the message or the information they have shared with their mentor is in very safe hands. It is very key, and it is very, very important. Another thing the mentor should do is to create a good ground for an exhaustive discussion. Because in every mentorship program that is carried on, whether formal or informal, it is the mentee who drives the agendas. It is not the mentor. The moment I, as a mentor, I refuse to listen to the mentee and I lead the discussion, then there is a probability that I will be enforcing things on my mentee, things that they may not necessarily buy into. So that it doesn't become like a dictatorial or something that like the mentor has taken over, is loading or lording over the mentee. It is important that the agendas be driven by the mentee. When it is driven by the mentee, the mentor listens, the mentor analyzes, and the mentor now gives feedback. Those things are core. Because there is no use if a mentor will listen and not give feedback. So the role of the mentor is to listen keenly. And as they listen, they also analyze the information they get from the mentee. And finally, give feedback. Be able to get back and say, I have heard this direction. This direction is good to take. You can consider this, you can consider this, so that through listening, you can be able to learn and analyze things and also give a very concrete and a sober judgment on a matter. Another thing that as a mentor you should not expect is expecting that the mentee is going to follow all your advices, all your counsels. Sometimes they will sieve and find another way to do the same thing and get the same results. Because sometimes that is life. Sometimes some of these people who come to you for mentorship, maybe they have a second opinion on the same matter. And they might consider, actually, at the end of the day, they might consider another way that is more practical or more viable for them, depending on whatever they are passing through or whatever they want to pursue, as more effective to them and more favorable to them. So the mentor should not get angry. Oh, I have worked with that person, they never followed my advice, they followed some other advice. As long as it is not destructive, it is not necessary for you to assume that the mentee is going to follow every advice, every piece of advice that you give unto them. And another thing also that the mentor should do is to be empathetic. Because the role of a mentor actually is to encourage you to move on as a mentee. Not to break you down, not to discourage you in life, but to fan you as they correct you on several issues, as they correct you along the path. They are encouraging you to move on. It is possible to achieve it. It is possible to do it. They cheer you up. They don't discourage you. They don't bring you down. They don't like show you how useless you are. They don't like show you how you cannot make it. They don't show you your flaws. They tell you, yes, you have these flaws, but you can overcome these flaws and be able to do something that is wonderful. So that is the role of the mentor. So when the mentor goes that direction, as a mentee, you should take the information that you are given kindly. You should take that information respectably. You should treat that information as as a piece of information that is meant to help you. Because that is the role of a very good mentor, to see you succeed, to see you make it, to see you move to the next step. But then you have a role also as a mentee. First of all, you must be committed. You need to be very, very, very committed as a mentee. Let's say when it comes to the issues of time, you should be able to keep time. If you have agreed we are meeting at 3, be there before 3. Don't keep on. You are supposed to meet, you have not come, you have not even given an excuse early enough. You have not, you are raiding into the program of your mentor. And sooner or later, the mentor may not have the gist to continue with you. It is important you keep time. Have the discipline to keep time. Be punctual. Be on time. Make sure you keep those disciplines. They are very important, very, very, very important for you as a mentee. You should be able to keep time. You should be available. And you should be disciplined and committed to the course. I told you should drive the meetings. It is important you drive the meetings so that if there is any issue that you feel in your heart, you need to communicate. Because the mentor has given you enough and ample time to speak it out. Then speak it out. Make sure you have poured yourself out. Don't leave some details, some bits, and some untied bits here and there. These will enable your mentor to give you good counsel that is wholesome, that is well knit. That counsel helps you. Remember, they are sacrificing their time for you. It is important to respect the fact that they have sacrificed for you. And when you get the response, also treat that response with utmost respect. And I hope this information is of help to you. And I wish you very well the best of luck as you work with your mentors. Young generation especially, please make sure when you're making critical decisions in life, make sure you engage a mentor and work with a mentor. It is not foolishness to say that I do not know and I would wish to know. Humility calls you to agree that there are people that know more than you do and be willing to learn from them so that you can avoid making mistakes and some of the mistakes that some of them made. Because the mentors are not per se mentoring you because they are 100% perfect. But in the same view, I would also advise you, even as a mentee, when you're looking for a mentor, look for someone who has succeeded in that particular area that you want to be mentored. It is very critical. If I am a financial failure and you want mentorship on finances, I do not carry the capacity to advise you on anything matters finances. If my marriage is failing and has failed, I do not carry the capacity to counsel you on things to do with marriage and relationships. That's the thing. So at least look for someone that carries what you desire. Something that you have seen and has attracted you to them, and you have proved that they are capable. You have, maybe if you do not, and if you are not able to get a good mentor, look for someone else that can advise you on a good mentor that they know. Because someone knows. There is a financial mentor who knows a mentor who can help you in another area of your life, in the area of your career. These things work like that. So I wish you the best and thank you so much. Continue sharing the video and trusting that I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.